think today, going against this offensive line where they struggled last week going against this Jets defense, I look for left tackle Dawkins, right tackle Spencer Brown. Can they have a day going against this defense led by Max Crosby? Because, Brew, you were talking about your film wall of being backed up. 1st and 15, 2nd and 20. I think you had. Yeah. So that's where you're putting the offense, in the bind, because Josh Allen sees 2nd and 15. Well, he's trying to hit that rail shot. So that's why I say there's nothing wrong with being a check down Charlie, because at times, that's what that offense needs.
Let me ask you a question first, okay? Have you ever been out on the field during a play and you hear your coach in your head about decision making, about where you could
literally, or like I can hear his coaching point?
The offseason, and you still do it, and you're still reckless. Josh Allen, he's big, he's physical, he's emotional. Josh Allen will make a great linebacker. He'd make a great linebacker, in my opinion, because you might as well put him next to Matt Milano, because he is out there. He is reckless out there.
I think to ask him to be check down Charlie and then also say, like, listen, hey, he's like Brett Favre, he's this gunslinger. They've trained this out of him. Where is the production going to come from? I mean, this guy, he's their best quarterback. He's everything. He's their best running back. He's, led the team in rushing the last 3 years. He represents, over 80% of this offense, more than any player in the NFL over the last 3 years.
Thank you.
Where is it going to come from? They put everything on his plate, and he's carried them to this level. There's a lot of people eating well in Buffalo. This guy has masked a lot of warts over the years, right? And now, all of a sudden, he has a bad game, and we're like, well, he should have been more conservative. Everything's been put on his shoulders. And more often than not, this guy carries the load. And now all of a sudden, I think, and again, to look at the tape, he didn't have any help out there. The run game is non-existent. And besides Stephon Diggs, nobody showed up outside for him. So, listen, they have to be more creative on the offensive side of the ball. They have to do more to help him. But again, they've trained him into this. This is the way they got there.
Rex, you said with him, he's the only reason they're Super Bowl contenders, and isn't it they're the only reason that they're not?
There you go, Brew. Tell it, Brew.
The recklessness, just those simple take those away, Alex. It's just easy let me just run for 5 yards. Let me slide.
I don't disagree with that.
I got something for today, okay? However they get there, if it's 1st or 2nd and long, we're going to expect Josh Allen to try to get the first down. I think that what happened to them last week, I would like to see what they learned from last week with those 3 interceptions. I just think he was just trying to force the ball too much. Yes, you saw it the last play where they didn't make the first down to Stephon Diggs. So I think today, check down Charlie is a must, and the reason why is because the film wall, which you showed me with Max Crosby, if you let Max Crosby disrupt this offensive line, we're going to be talking a 2nd week in a row about the mishaps from the Buffalo Bills.
I think they need to be more aggressive with him. I think they need to help support him more gas on that fire. I don't think they need to pump the brakes on Josh Allen. This guy's incredible. They need to support him more.
Look, I'm going against the Raiders today. I'm putting at least 2 guys on Max Crosby every snap. Chips, whatever. No, he's not going to ruin it. The Raiders don't have that much talent on defense. I think this could be a get-right game. However, I have more confidence in Max Crosby because I don't think he's going to get it. I don't think they're going to double him. I really don't, and that could be a problem.
I'm just scared for Josh if the game he's playing against Max Crosby is the day he starts to hesitate. You don't want that from Josh Allen in a game like this with that guy coming after him. I just got to say, it was hilarious to me, all the people this week saying, he's not taking enough heat. He's not taking enough heat. Josh Allen should be getting more. Why aren't people calling out? Have you seen any quarterback ever's mentions on Twitter or X? They all take heat. I think they're all dealing with some negativity. Let's get to Aaron. Let's get to Aaron Dolan. Oh, you just wait. It's coming. Let's get to Aaron Dolan on the betting implications of this game. Aaron?
Let's look back first, Sam, to last week. Unders and road teams absolutely crushed it. Unders 12-4, and then road teams 12-4 against the spread. These were the best cover percentages in week 1 since 2006. Now, the Raiders were one of those teams that were successful on the road. They're back on the road today against the Bills, but I don't think they're going to be as successful. I'm laying the 7.5 points with the Buffalo Bills. And yes, I know Josh Allen, he had those 4 turnovers in game 1 this season, but I don't think that's going to happen today. Against this Raiders defense that didn't have one takeaway, not to mention he's 7-0 outright, 5-1-1 against the spread when coming off a game in which he's had at least 3 turnovers. So I do think that this offense is going to be explosive against this Raiders defense, and this is a get-right spot for Josh Allen. The Buffalo Bills at 1 point were -10. It's down to -7.5. I love this play, Sam.
I love it too. Great stuff, Aaron. We believe in Buffalo. Let's see how that goes today in the early slot. Let's get now to our break. I guess we're just going to go to break and come back in a minute. Still to come on Countdown. Brock Purdy had the best QBR in the NFL last week. Yeah, you heard that right. Randy shows us why this 49ers offense is separating themselves from everybody else in the NFL. And Dak Prescott and the Cowboys face a tough Jets seed today. Cowboys QB tells us why he won't have the same turnover struggles that overshadowed him last season.
Yeah, well, I had way too many interceptions. So it starts there, honestly, in the sense of risk versus reward and making sure. And I think that was a big part of Mike taking over the play calling.
When you have something to get done today, getting everything you need today is helpful. That's why Ace has free in-store and curbside pickup, or even same-day delivery from your locally owned neighborhood Ace. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Whee! Where'd Arby's Buffalo Boneless Wings go? Whee! Hot Honey Barbecue, too. Whee! Oh, there they are, with fries for $5. Arby's, we have the meat.
Goldfish. Can I get a handful?
Sure.
Happy?
Go for the handful.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I feel free to bare my skin thanks to Sky Rizzy. I'm celebrating my clearer skin my way. With Sky Rizzy, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. In another study, most people had 90% clearer skin even at 5 years. And Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.